Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Star Wars Galaxy of Yeti coming to you with a little bit of a news update. And I'm going to tell you, it's a little unbelievable. I mean, like I don't I don't even know what to make of it. I mean, genuinely. Like we get the road ahead number 1, and it's promising a new game mode. It's a new type of event, right? And it's going to be based on different factions for whatever day or whatever. We don't know the cadence. At least I don't think, when I read through, I didn't see anything that stuck out to me as a determining of the cadence. But by completing daily activities. So it looks like it's going to be a daily thing, actually. Holy shit. Like, just going and looking at it again, I mean, that's crazy. Is this real life? Is this actually happening? Am I in a coma now? I'm in a coma, right? I'm in the hospital, I'm in a coma. I got hit by a car on the way home from the gym. Is that it? So you're telling me that after 30 years of trying, yesterday Liverpool wins the title, and now today, CG releases or is working on to release very shortly actual playable content. Playable content. Oh, that's crazy. It doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like this is reality. But yeah, there'll be multiple layers for different prizes, and we'll be able to attempt it as many times as necessary to try different things and try to get through it. I mean, it's crazy, right? Like it's actually genuinely crazy that they're actually doing this. Like I was like stunned when I read it. I was like, huh? But that's like playable content. It's not packs. They're not trying to sell us packs right here. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're trying to sell us packs, but they're trying to do it a different way. And it's a way that like players could actually appreciate, which is weird. So, yeah. I'm Says similar to Grand Arena Championships, will release Galactic Challenges in an exhibition season format. So we're basically going. Does that mean that it's only running at a certain time, but then you earn your entry? Huh. Durations of 24 hours to 7 days with 7 tiers of difficulties and 3 feats per tier. So it doesn't seem like they've quite worked it out yet from what we're seeing. I would imagine it's going to be going to be down to the rewards and how that works into their little algorithm on how best to frustrate you with gear so they can sell you more packs. So I'm assuming that's going to kind of be the thing. I don't expect the rewards to be amazing. I expect them to be pretty decent. Probably not as good as the assault battles because those are pretty decent. Well, at least Challenge Tier 1 is very, very good, and Challenge Tier 2 is like, for the hassle, is like, meh. So I'm assuming it'll be something along the lines of some gear, maybe some ability mats, maybe hopefully some of the harder to get stuff like Chirotechs, those freaking golden furnaces. Oh god, those are annoying. So hopefully this will be like another stream of gear that we'll be able to try to work towards, and hopefully it's worth the juice is worth the squeeze. I mean, but it is exciting to see CG actually release something that you can use various parts of your account on. So you'll be able to use like those factions that you think that you haven't really developed, and you might not be able to complete everything, but at least you'll be able to do something with them. They won't just sit there and collect dust, or they can't really collect dust, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, right? So yeah, this is probably. It's funny because this is like probably the most positive I think I'll ever make a video about this game at this point, and it's one of those ones where like it's almost like they finally listened that we wanted to do shit with our entire account, not just the very, very top end of it, and that's kind of a new and exciting twist. I wonder if more things are going to happen in this light. I genuinely hope so. I'd love to see single account raids. That would be fantastic, where you have to use your entire roster to do, and then you get rewards based on how much damage you can do, not so much as completing it. I think that would be really, really cool, and I think it'd be really nice to have like some really solid prizes for completing it. So that way the people who have those huge, fully developed, fleshed out rosters can get something more than someone who says like, it would incentivize growth. So all that stuff this is good. This is genuinely good. Like with all the bullshit that's been happening, it's nice to see something that isn't like, hey, we're doing this new thing. You're gonna have to like, I don't know, spend 4 months, 5 months gearing, and then by the time you're done gearing, you might get like a month or two of the meta at the end of it. But if you just bought it, it'd be fast. You get all of it. So that's nice. I wonder how difficult all the various tiers will be. I wonder how much work is going to be necessary to reach like the bottom tier. Because I mean, like when I think of my account, I have a bunch of factions that aren't really properly worked up. So I'm wondering how well I'll be able to complete these and whatnot with those. And then I wonder what the top, like, is this going to be super frustrating? Is this going to be one of those ones where like a full Relic 7 faction can't do it? Because then I'd almost rather them not release that level at this point or that tier, because that's just, we don't need another light side Geo where it just kicks everybody in the twat every day for a fucking week, and then everybody just like gets brutal. Like I mean I'll see it in everything. Like when light side Geo's going on, and also when 3v3 is going on, you see analytics on videos going down. I know my guild chat slows down a little bit in terms of us bullshitting in chat. My actual Discord server slows down a little bit during these times. So it's one of those. I don't want to see another one of those where it's just incredibly difficult, smash your face against a wall kind of thing. But hopefully they'll release appropriate levels of content in this new Galactic Challenges thing. And hopefully they have more tiers planned for later. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to have it so nobody in the game is completing the last tier. That would be, it would be just really disheartening. Because then it would just seem like it's another one of those ones where they're trying to force you to spend so that you can fight RNG, which is terrible, just terrible. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. I think there's going to be a lot of flexibility here where you're going to have a lot of different options. They talk about how there can be negative and positive effects applied, like, and they would be different. They would change up. So I think this is what they were talking about in making the new UI or something like that. I think this is one of the things they were thinking of, making it easy to switch these negative and positives and whatnot. And I do like the idea that things could be crazy. I mean, shout out to Rambam here, but think about it. They could be like Mace one-shots everybody if if he's appropriate level or whatever. Could happen. Like think of the territory wars when they had the bonuses for certain squads. Well, since we know we're going to be using certain factions, I bet you they're going to have things that are very specific to singular characters, and I'm willing to bet they're going to have things that will only really benefit small portions of the faction. Like say for separatists, they'll have something that'll work for like a nuke Dooku team rather than the bugs, right? Or Sept droids or something like that. Because when you think about, the variance in what you can see in a squad there, it could be pretty cool. Could be really interesting, because then we get to play with some comps that we're not going to be normally used to. Like what if we need to use like Dooku lead with, I don't know, Sept droids and Asajj for, or something like that. Like just throwing it out there. Like, you could do, there could be a lot of those kind of variances that are going to happen based on like the faction that's going to be working for that event at that time. And I'm willing to bet it will be semi-frustrating for players like me that are a bit newer, that don't have a lot of the older things developed, like Imperial troopers and stuff like that. Although I'd love to have troopers, it's just there's too much better stuff in the way. So hopefully I'll get them one of these days. Just depends on what CG keeps releasing and such, because they keep making it harder to catch up. So every time I feel like I'm getting caught up, there's something new out, or there's reworks or something, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. Now I gotta work on this. and it's like push the other thing that I wanted back. Like I've been wanting to get Imperial Troopers for like 6 months. You know, like it's one of those ones, and it's just like, oh, and then General, or more than that, I guess, because I wanted them before General Skywalker came out. So I'm like, okay, as soon as I finish Darth Revan, I'm gonna do Imperial Troopers. Nope, General Skywalker. So okay, then that. So I'm like working on that. I'm like, okay, to do that, I got to get my Sep droids. I got to get this, and I'm like, okay. And then yeah, it just kept getting pushed back. And then it's like Kylo and Rey came out. And so now I'm like, okay, I got to get Kylo. And then that pushed back JTR, so I still don't have a JTR team. So I'm like, all right, well, this is just going to keep happening, isn't it? Anyway, this is really good news. There isn't really much else. There's actually nothing else in this post besides this. But this is definitely the first bit of positive, of anything positive I've seen from CG in months, in absolute months. I think we were literally circling the toilet when they canceled that raid, and I mean it was probably due to Kylo, and like I said, I keep saying I think Jedi Luke was meant to come out before the Galactic Legends and after the General Skywalker meta was. When General Skywalker had a long enough meta anyway, they would release Jedi Luke, and then maybe 3 to 6 months later you'd see the Galactic Legends. But with the timing of everything. Yeah, they forced them out early, and that scrapped everything. Because I was just thinking, I'm like, that new raid would have been lovely at around December, like when they first started talking about Galactic Legends. So I was like, oof. Yeah, and anyway. So here we go. I'm looking forward to this. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section down below what you think about this road ahead, and what you think about the proposed Galactic Challenges. And if you haven't liked the video yet, do like the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, come on, man. Just hit that little thing. Subscribe. It's going to be good. Anyway, and also I'll be doing my GAC stream tonight on Twitch, / Star Wars Galaxy of Yeti there. And it's going to be a lot of fun, so come down. Like I said, Liverpool just won the title, so I'll probably be rip-roaring drunk at that point. Anyway, guys, you have a good one.